to the Tulane Green Wave, and as this city likes to say, let the good times roll, and the Tulane fans are certainly ready for that. What an exciting matchup we have in store for you this afternoon, built around the pageantry, tradition, and everything that makes college football great. As we'll see a squad from the Pac-12, the San Diego State Aztecs, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Tulane Green Wave. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Aztecs will put total leather to crank us up. And he's going to bring this one out. Slips through the line. He's got it out. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
People still flowing in the stands.
Entering settings screen, you have 29 options. Menu narration option is set to off is selected.
Opening kickoff, back to the house to fire up the crowd, fire up his teammates. What a start for this young man.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Well, I'd say that's quite a way to make an early statement. Take the opening kickoff and run it all the way back for a touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Owen. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. They'll send the back in motion. Looking to throw on first down. He's got the back in the middle. There he goes. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Apparently, line number one on the game plan, attack now, immediately.
And this quarterback, he smelt it. He knew he had an opportunity. This is a guy who loves taking shots.
Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Aztecs. They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing in front of them because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
Here he comes from midway in the end zone. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. That'll be a gain of 5 out to the 27. Tulane to the line, facing second and short.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
And the defense able to drag him down, but not before they'll recycle that down marker.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy, that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
Looking downfield on first down. Pulls it in. It's Spears. And this one will be stopped for no gain. That play looked as if it had a chance to be productive, but the open field tackle stopped it.
And it's tough to get a running back one-on-one on the ground in the open field. You want guys swarming to the football to try to make that play. But understand that guy's a weapon. Good job by the defense seeing it, breaking on the football, getting them on the ground.
The Green Wave lining up, facing third and long. the gun, wants to pass. Unloads it downfield. Catch inside the 25. He was off to the races and maybe another step or two and he would have scored, but they get him at the 21-yard line. Give to the running back. Dropped after a pickup of 4 down to the 16. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Might be changing the route. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Scrambling away. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
Man, you cannot coach this to quarterbacks. Hard focus downfield, soft focus around you. As soon as he felt the lane, he was gone. No second guessing at all. That was picture perfect, and he uses his speed to just gash the defense.
Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
Man, I love that play by this corner. You know why? When you run the option and that thing gets spread out, your DBs have to commit to tackling. And how about the cornerback coming up, sticking his face in the fan, and making a play? You love to see DBs tackle like that.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Snagged out of the air. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. Gets the back moving. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. On the run, still looking. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And you get more and more hits on the QB like this right there. More and more making him scramble out of the pocket to the right. That's winning. He's going to start to see ghosts. He'll start to panic. He'll start to speed up that processor. Nice job on the defense making that quarterback feel very, very uncomfortable.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Guys, let's see what adjustments this San Diego State offense has made this time. We've had some early scores. They get the ball back, trailing by a field goal, 10-7. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles. And those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
You normally don't see this guy miss throws like that. That was a pretty short throw. He can normally make those in his sleep, but with the incompletion, we're now setting up 3rd down.
Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. Bring in the heat. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. Defense was in the dime package. They didn't have to send an extra rusher. The big fellas up front took care of that.
And all dime means is I'm bringing an extra fast guy on the field and taking an extra fat guy off the field. But listen, the fat guys still get home. Isn't that beautiful? The big, athletic defensive line still does a great job getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
They'll start this drive from the 42. Power football with the run. And solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Wants to fire on second down. Looking down the middle. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
Really nice job there by the defense, because I think they baited the QB into trying to fit that one in over the middle of the field. Remember, it's a big zone coverage. They've all got their eyes on him back there in the pocket, and they just let him feel like, maybe I can fit this football in. Not so fast. They come away with the pick.
On first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Well, will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. He's got him this time. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move.
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football because a lot of times these guys, they're good with it after the catch. They got that quickness. They got that speed, and he showed some of it there.
He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. He looks as if they're about to bring the heat. Leaves it with the running back. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and we'll get ready to change sides for the second quarter. We've reached the break, and it's Tulane on top. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. Go back to work after the break, and it is third down. They'll try to run for it. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28.
Man, this offense continues to do such a great job on third down. One of the best in the country at it, and the reason why, they keep it manageable most of the time. Third and short, they can run the football, be physical, convert first downs. This offense has been so good on third downs.
Throws for the tight end. And a physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Missed opportunity on offense. QB and receiver just not on the same page there.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to the ground game on the left. They make the tackle after he gets 2 down to the 25.
They have just not been able to get this guy into a rhythm so far in this game. I know it's still the first half, but there's been nothing going for him like you just saw in that last run. He's an outstanding talent. You may have to start thinking about throwing him the football, getting him out in the perimeter in space to let him go to work. He's got to touch the ball for you to come back in this game. Right now, running it, though, very difficult.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Unloads to the wideout. Just a Barishnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the first down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I think the open one, obviously, the Twigly.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, San Diego State. He just makes it look so easy. Impressive run.
So impressive. Time and time again, he can buy time, make you look silly, and the defense is just kind of like, wait a minute, you got him? I got him? No? Well, no, we got him.
And the point after is good. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. Wants to go up top on first down. Wide open downfield. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 and the 38, and these guys are on the move.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Fakes it past the marker. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
Just on the edge of the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 21. Might as well give it to him again. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Motion from the back. On 3rd down, he drops the throw. Right on the money. Boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. And the field goal unit will stay put as the head coach decides to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Trying to find the end zone. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shook.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Green Wave. After that, there might be a few extra tackling drills in practice this week.
Listen, when you only got one guy there, it makes it really hard to get to the ground. You need a swarm. Where are my other guys? You got to get 1, 2, 3 more guys to the football. Make sure you get them on the ground.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. San Diego State takes over as the offense is ready to go to work. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every 3rd down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Quickly to the tight end. Turning it on. All down at the 38-yard line and a big pickup of 15 yards there.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Down to 2 minutes to play in the half, and the referees signal for the 2-minute timeout. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. He wants to throw it again. Now improvising. He'll try to do it himself. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
The Aztecs come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. They kept him out of the end zone, but not before he gets it to the 1-yard line, and it'll be 1st and goal.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the...
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Aztecs.
And that touchdown run is just going to galvanize this entire football team. Really nice job being physical, and that sends a message. We're not just taking the lead. There's a lot of football left. We are going to keep trying to run this ball down your throat.
And he's not going to take the touchback. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. They'll go to the ground. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you could turn around, hand it off, get a push up front to go get positive yardage.
The Green Wave with plenty of options here on 2nd and short. He's taking the shot. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
He wants to start this drive with a pass. Quick completion on the out route.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Sends him back in motion. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He hurls one deep down the left side. Makes the catch. He gets it in. Touchdown, San Diego State.
know, there's so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with the lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
Yeah, and let's finish this half now. Now, we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time, so get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. Question, how aggressive will the play calling be? Looking to throw on first down. Finds space on the right. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they kick-started this drive with that one.
And a great play design here in this type of situation. Obviously, trailing, you're trying to put something up on the scoreboard, and just using the sideline, using the boundary, getting the ball out of bounds and stopping it.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Looking downfield on first down. Dances away. On the run, deep down the right side. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. He might want another play. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. This time he's got it. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Just enough time for one final play in this half. From the gun, running back gets the give. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Waning seconds of the first half, and they'll try to tack on a 3 before they head to the locker room. Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. After the missed field goal, still down by 11. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. About to start here in the second half. Tulane will kick it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Offense ready to go back to work. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here at halftime.
100%. Just you can't get him hit that much. He's still doing a good job delivering the football, but if you keep hitting the quarterback enough, man, they'll start to see ghosts, they'll panic, and they'll make some of those mistakes.
That's the type of explosive play you love to start a drive with. First down from the 42. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. It's complete on the right side. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
And the Aztecs are facing 3rd and inches. Expect some pressure coming from the blitz. Quick release by the QB. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Aztecs. He found some open space and turned on the Jets. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Interesting to see the ripple effects after this one in the SEC today, fellas.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. They'll run it from the gun. Solid run, picks up 6 and gets it to the 28.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Delane to the line, facing 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Going deep. And the incomplete pass, taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
Well, this passing attack was on fire last week. Quarterback threw multiple TDs, but they got brought back down to earth very quick in the first half of this game. So here they are now early in the 3rd quarter. They're trying to get some of that mojo back, taking a shot. I like the aggressiveness.
He'll get rid of it. Working on the right. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. Tulane right back to the line.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys. With that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season. And, man, you know he's...
Breaks into the open. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys.
Snags it. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. Tulane didn't start this drive with very good field position, but now they've got a chance to operate. Looking to throw again. Flushed out of the pocket. And he'll be knocked down at the 2-yard line.
And that is just what you want. You get a 1st and goal situation defensively, and you can get a sack and get a good loss, put them out of an easy running situation. Nice job by the defense.
And again, he gets nothing. This defense is not giving up anything on the goal line. You have to wonder, after missing a field goal on the last drive, how are they going to play this 3rd down? Powers forward. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. 4th and goal from the 1. You got to go for it.
100%. I'm going for it. I'm not bringing a kicker on the field. Go for it.
A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on 4th down, trailing by double figures. Offense changing the play, trying to pound it in. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
I think most coaches on 4th and goal from the 1-yard line nowadays, they're going for it. And I like this offense because if I can't get 1 yard, I don't deserve to win. They're physical, lower their pads, and they get the big 4th down conversion.
Why not double the try total and go for 2? Takes a snap, wants to throw. Buys a little time with his feet. He goes in for the 2, and now they've got it down to 10. So it's an 80-yard drive. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Bringing it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. We're about to get another look at this San Diego State offense. Their lead is down to 10. It's moments like this you start to feel a little bit of heat to put points on the board. He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that...
There he goes! And oh no, he loses the ball at the end of the run. Defense trying to take it back. He almost popped out of there for a huge return, but they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery. So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. Gonna run it. It's Spears. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. We saw it on that last play.
Tulane using that big run to generate momentum. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. To the air on first down. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He's outside the tackle box, as he knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there. Nothing.
Running free. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Tulane.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Quickly complete. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. The Aztecs come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. Quick release on the RPO. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Thanks to grab. Finally forced out of bounds, maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. And he just continues to put up numbers, and that number is now over 300.
This guy just throws completions, man. The ball doesn't seem to touch the ground. He's back there. He's making the right reads. Right now, he is locked into what this defense is trying to do.
We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. They go back to work York with a first down in the final period of this one. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And the Aztecs have this offense rolling. Just keep slinging it. Rushes on him. He'll pull it down and run. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
So now it's second and long. Back to pass. Gets it out fast. Running through contact. Turning it on. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Second down, they'll go to the air. Got it! That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be first and goal from the 1. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get into those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
A first down run in the red zone. And to the end zone he goes. Touchdown, San Diego State.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up. But getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it. But you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback. And again, on that last deep shot, it falls incomplete.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. They'll line up for a second down play. Wants to go up top. Can't defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
Here he goes breaking the pocket. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Keeps it and gets past the chains. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39 and a really nice pickup there. Here comes Tulane after picking up the first down. They'll send the back in motion. Wants to go up top on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. He'll get it out to the 43-yard line. That's where they mark him out of bounds, and this offense is starting to do a little work.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving.
And his offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back in this football game.
Firing to the right, complete. He's out of bounds, and they'll say he got it to the 45. If they're going to keep covering him like that, they're just going to keep going to him.
Yeah, and it's so hard because you want to stay back and take away the weapons outside for the wide receivers, but when this guy's going to be able to catch the football and he makes plays like this, now I'm going to have to maybe go play more man, bring a guy to him, and not let him get those open touches.
Finds his man. Across the 25, he's got room. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20.
And that's why, if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. He's moving out of the pocket. He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on first down in the red zone.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw.
Tough, determined run gets it down to the 12. Tulane lines up on third and short. He'll keep it himself. They got zero push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. This is now a 7-point game. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, it has gone final in the ACC, a matchup we've been keeping a close eye on. Duke had an impressive showing at home today, and I know the fans outside Krzyzewskiville are ready for hoops, but pay attention to what's happening on the gridiron too, people. One team will rise in the ACC standings, while the other is going to sink like a stone. The harsh reality of college football when conference foes face off, fellas.
Hey, Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Finds Zach Priest, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31.
This is a big pressure moment for the offense, too, because they've got the lead, but it's now third down on their own side of the field. They would love nothing more than to be able to convert this, stay on the field, keep bleeding the clock, but the defense, I'd expect them to bring pressure here, trying to force the ball out of the QB's hands quickly.
The Aztecs are at the line, trying to move the sticks on third and short. From the gun on third down. Fires to the big fella. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Gets the back moving. He'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Fires to the wideout. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
And they've trusted their QB to throw the football. And he's going to have to make plays. He's made plays throughout the day. This is now when you come up clutch in a big moment when your team needs it. If that's any indication, I like what I'm seeing.
Looking for room. It's Montgomery. Didn't get a whole lot of room to run. He picked up 1 or 2.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And the defense snows him under after a very short game.
Smart offense. I love it, man. Make them use that timeout. Run the football. I can run the football and let that clock now tick inside of a minute. I'm in great situation to win this football game. Just be smart and keep that thing running.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. They'll keep the offense on the field on 4th down already with a 1-possession lead. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. And as the ball falls incomplete, the clock strikes.